Nkemjika. Her name meant what I have is greater. And truly, no girl on Umakachi shone brighter than Nkemjika. Skin dark as fresh palm kernel, eyes like the surface of a calm river, and the voice soft enough to hush a crying baby. The young men followed her like ants chasing spilled honey. But her heart belonged to only one man, Obinna. Obinna, son of Okeke the hunter, was a man carved by the gods. Broad shoulders, kind eyes, and a laugh that rolled like thunder after heavy rain. He promised Nkemjika marriage under the shade of the Ogirisi tree, swearing by the earth and his late father's spirit. But where there is sweetness, flies gather. Enuma Akachi also lived Amaka, a maiden with a sharp tongue and a beauty that bites like pepper. Amaka desired Obinna, but Obinna never looked her way. That was a wound her pride could not bear. Nkemjika lived with her widowed mother in a small thatched house at the edge of the village. They farmed cassava, fetched firewood, and sold palm oil at the market. Yet, the gods blessed her with a spirit so cheerful, even her poverty felt like wealth. On market days, she would tie her only fine wrapper, blue and white, with red beads around her neck and carry a calabash of oil on her head. Villagers would greet her, "Adokeke, your back is strong, your beauty shines like morning dew." But her joy was Obinna. Every evening he would come by with roasted bushmeat or palm kernels, and they would sit by the stream, laughing and dreaming of the day they would marry. Amaka, whose mother was the first wife of a titled man, could not accept being ignored. On the day of the New Yam festival, she boldly approached Obinna. With her best red wrapper tied firm at the chest, beads dangling in her ears, she offered him a bowl of spiced snail meat. But Obinna, polite yet firm, refused. "Amaka, the heart chooses where it will rest. My own has found its place beside Nkemjika." Amaka's heart shattered like a clay pot against stone. A scorned heart often turns wicked. Amaka, driven by jealousy, sought out Dibia Ojimba, a medicine man feared in 3 villages. In his dark hut, filled with strange bones and the scent of burnt herbs, she spoke her desire. "I want Nkemjika to fall like an unripe fruit. I want Obinna to see her no more." The Dibia warned her. "The earth sees, the spirit hears. What you sow, you shall harvest." But Amaka's envy had long deafened her ears. She prayed with a string of coral beads and a fowl and received the charm. A powder made of crushed lizard's tail, owl feather, and dried yam sprouts. She was told to sprinkle it around Nkemjika's doorstep before dawn. That night, as the moon hung low and dogs barked at shadows, Amaka crept to Nkemjika's hut, sprinkled the powder and whispered, "Let your heart be forgotten and your beauty fade like Odunzu on the wall." But even the spirits have favorites. The next morning, as Nkemjika stepped out, a crow called thrice, a bad omen. Her mother, wise to the village ways, rubbed Nzu on Nkemjika's forehead and called upon Ani, the earth goddess, for protection. Days passed. Obinna, who had promised to visit, stopped coming. He began to avoid Nkemjika at the stream, at the market, even during evening dances. Nkemjika's heart grew heavy. She would sit by the Ogirisi tree where they swore love, waiting. One evening, she overheard 2 women gossiping by the well. "Did you hear? Obinna now sits with Amaka in the evenings, eating kola and roasted yam." A darkness fell over Nkemjika's spirit. She confronted Obinna, but he, his eyes clouded by charm and lies, told her, "My heart no longer finds you," and left. A heart too kind can endure, but when it breaks, it becomes something else. Nkemjika went to her mother's grave at midnight, weeping. She swore an oath with white chalk. "If my love was true, let those who tore it apart know no peace." She fasted for 7 days, bathed only in the stream at dawn, speaking no word to any soul. On the 7th night, the Alpha diviner, old Nwachinemere, came to her. "Child, your cries reach the gods. They will repay." That very market week, strange things began to happen. Obinna fell sick. His skin broke out in boils, his tongue too heavy for speech. Amaka lost her voice one dawn and began to cough feathers. The Dibia confessed under pressure of the elders. He pointed at Amaka. The village was in uproar. Amaka's father, ashamed, disowned her. The elders gathered beneath the ugu tree. By ancient custom, those who used dark medicine to break a promised betrothal faced exile, and so Amaka was banished. Obinna, weak and pale, sent word for Nkemjika's forgiveness. But Nkemjika, her heart scarred and wiser, chose peace over revenge. She stood before the elders, head held high, beads shining against her dark skin, and spoke. Let the earth judge them. I hold no hate, but I will walk a new path. She refused to marry Obinna. Instead, she journeyed to her mother's maternal home in Obodovo, where she became a healer, known for curing broken hearts and driving away charms. Moral lesson. Do not let envy nest in your heart, for it grows teeth and bites its owner. What is yours will find you, and what is forced will crumble.